relationship between our two nations. Along with so many of my colleagues in Congress and my friends here in Los Angeles, I have watched with enormous interest and hope the democratic revival Armenia has experienced since the Velvet Revolution. From out of that chaotic situation, the peaceful transition of power and the conduct of free and fair elections shows the strength and resilience of Armenia's democracy. Under the leadership of Prime Minister Phashinian, Armenia is deepening and strengthening the good ties between Armenia and the United States. Mr. Prime Minister and First Lady, as you can tell, you are among friends today. And in Congress, we will continue to advocate at every opportunity for assistance of all types to ensure the security and prosperity of a thriving, democratic Armenia. Yesterday marked the 28th anniversary of Armenia's independence, and I am committed, as I know my colleagues, to building on the successes of the past year. But we are cognizant also of the ever-present threat from Azerbaijan and the continuing Turkish blockade. But I am confident in the strength and determination of the Armenian people who have survived and thrived across centuries. Prime Minister, First Lady, once again, welcome to Los Angeles. We wish you every success at the upcoming UN General Assembly, and we look forward, we hope, to seeing you soon in Yerevan. Thank you.
Representing the California State Senate is a man who represents more Armenians in his district than are in any other legislative district in California. He has established the Senate Select Committee on California, Armenia, and Artsakh Mutual Trade, Art, and Cultural Exchange. He's working very hard right now on the establishment of a California-Armenia Trade Office. And he's been a forceful advocate on behalf of the planned Armenian American Museum and Cultural Center of California, which will be in Glendale, one of the cities he represents. He has himself visited Armenia and Artsakh. Please welcome our friend, State Senator Anthony Portantino.
Let's give it up for Councilmember Paul Krikorian and everyone from the city of LA who made this day happen. I do have a bone to pick with the mayor. Glendale, which I represent, is the center of the diaspora and Armenian community in California, and I'm proud to represent Glendale. Is Glendale in the house? Does Glendale believe in Dukov? Just want to make sure. It is an honor to welcome the Prime Minister of the Republic of Armenia, His Excellency Nikol Phashiniani, to the state of California, home to the largest Armenian American population in the United States. In April and May of 2018, the world watched in awe as the peaceful Velvet Revolution unfolded in Armenia. This was truly a turning point in the country's history, as youth, inspired by the Prime Minister, led a movement, embraced democracy, and changed a country. Young people at the forefront of the revolution showed the world their power and drive is truly unbreakable. Many Armenians in the diaspora stood in solidarity with their brothers and sisters in the homeland, demanding a new and fair democratic government. As the community reflects on the significance of this new chapter in Armenia's history, there is a sense of excitement for what's to come. And I saw that when I was on the streets of Yerevan last September, that excitement. And I'm proud to be going on October 6th back to Yerevan and into Artsakh, again, to embrace that excitement. Having had this opportunity to visit Armenia, I witnessed firsthand the optimism, the pride, the positive national spirit amongst the people. The spirit that is here today in Los Angeles with all of you. Thousands from across California have traveled to Graham Park to participate in this public rally, which is an indication of the support you have garnered in the diaspora. Tser nerga uchuna, Los Angelesi hai hamenken neres, ga pere shat meds badev, yev ye changuchun. As you lead the Armenian transformation and it embraces the strong democratic principles you have promoted, California looks forward to continued collaborations directly with Hayastan and in the diaspora. Collectively, we're going to work together for this bright personal and economic future. So to paraphrase from a blacksmith turned poet, Bedros Turian, Turian wrote, "When air is calm, the clouds do not let rain fall. The stars rise and do not set. The flowers do not fade." Today, our air is calm. Our future is limitless. And our flowers are blooming in California and in Armenia. Thank you, Prime Minister Pashinyan, for helping to make that happen. And thank you, Los Angeles, for welcoming you so specially.
He's coming. He's coming soon, I promise. I promise. Next, representing the members of the California State Assembly is a gentleman who has served in the Assembly since 2012. He established the California Legislative Armenian Caucus, and just recently, he got passed through the legislature the Turkish divestment bill that will force California pension funds to divest their assets for the Republic of Turkey, which is sitting on the governor's desk right now as we speak. He has led 2 delegations to Armenia, including bringing the Speaker of the State Assembly and multiple legislators, some of whom also visited Artsakh. He is one of our own. He's a Barskahai, but he also has in his veins the blood of Artsakhsis as well. Please join me in welcoming our very own State Assemblyman, Adrin Nazarian.
Ողջույն սիրելի հայրենակիցներ, լավ եք այսօր։ Տակաոթը մեկիչ, բայց շատ անուշ օր է, չէ՞։ Ով կենթադրեր 30 տարի առաջ, որ մենք այսօր ստեղ կհավաքվենք, մեր հզոր երկրի, Ամերիկայի երկրի եմ ասում, երկրորդ ամենամեծ քաղաքի մեջ, եւ ողջունելու ենք մեր վարչապետին Հայաստանից եւ Տիկին Հակոբյանին, այն դաժան օրերին, որ Երևանում դժբախտաբար ծառ չէր մնացել արդեն, երբ որ երկրաշարժը քարուքան դարավ Սպիտակը եւ Գյումրին, երբ Ադրբեջանը եւ Թուրքիան հզոր ձևով կանգնան առիթը գտան 88-ին, 89-ին, 90-ին, որ մեր դեմ կանգնեն այդ ժամանակ։ Եվ հիշում եք ինչեր եղավ Բաքուում եւ Սումգայիթում։ Եվ հիմա 30 տարի հետո նոր Հայաստան է աճել։ Եվ այդ աճելով հզորացրել է դիասպորան, մեր շրջակայքը հայության, որ Հայաստանից դուրս է ապրում։ So it gives me a great pleasure to say welcome, Mr. Pashinyan, welcome, Ms. Hagopian, to our fair city. And I just want to leave with one thought. You know, many times growing up, I thought that as an Armenian diasporan, I was going to be helping my country grow and achieve. It's ironic how we've seen Armenia actually the one playing the leading role and maybe even teaching the United States about how democracy should work, at least in the last couple of years. Thank you all.
Very soon, very soon, very soon, really, very soon. Okay, I have one more part of this, and this is very important to me because today could not have happened without a partnership between the city of Los Angeles and the county of Los Angeles. And we know that the county of Los Angeles is led by 5 people who represent 10 million people in the county of Los Angeles. And my partner in today's organizing was a woman who represents more Armenians than anyone other than California statewide officials, because these districts are so massive. She represents Glendale and Pasadena and Burbank and so many other areas with a large Armenian population. She's been a strong supporter of the Armenian Museum. She was instrumental at the time of the Genocide Centennial in establishing the Eyewitness Genocide Memorial in this very park. She co-sponsored a resolution to proclaim Armenian History Month in April and recently visited Armenia herself. Next month, she'll be recognized by the ANCA as Woman of the Year. Please join me in welcoming Supervisor Catherine Barger.
So I timed my speech. 3.5 minutes stands between you hearing from this amazing Prime Minister. Now you can start. It is my honor and privilege to welcome Prime Minister and First Lady on behalf of 10 million residents of Los Angeles County. Elected and appointed leaders from the county and state, along with thousands of Armenians and non-Armenians, have gathered here today to hear from you. I have never witnessed such an immense excitement and enthusiasm as I do today, and it speaks to your leadership and your hope that you bring to all of us. I must say that this excitement and enthusiasm is precisely why I felt so close to Armenia during my visit this summer. I cannot overstate how deeply moved and inspired I was throughout my visit, especially the warmth and hospitality of the people. Visiting Armenia helped me understand why the diaspora and Armenians have such a deep connection to their homeland. I saw firsthand the breathtaking and historical monasteries and rich cultural destinations of your beautiful country. Your commitment to after-school programs like TUMO and higher education and the American University of Armenia are very impressive and inspiring. Visiting Armenia has enriched my perspective and strengthened my representation of the Armenian community. And I am forever grateful to the Armenian National Committee of America Western Region for that unforgettable experience. The diaspora in Los Angeles County is strong, organized, and extremely proud of their Armenian heritage. That pride was bolstered as the world watched the Velvet Revolution and your heroic role in this historic event with awe. With that in mind, I eagerly watched the trailer of the documentary, I Am Not Alone, where some of your powerful words are shared. You say, my will is stronger than a rock, and that your soul does not surrender. This stunning documentary illustrates your struggle, persistence, and victory in the incredible effort to lead a peaceful reform of a more democratic and prosperous Armenia. This is a testament to the strength of the Armenian people who follow a tradition of non-violent activism. After all, who knows more about the lasting pain of violence than the very people of Armenia who to this day seek justice for the 1.5 million Armenians tortured and killed in the genocide of 1915. The Los Angeles County Board of Supervisors has long recognized the Armenian genocide of 1915. Since my election, we have built on the legacy, honoring outstanding contributions and celebrate the resilience of Armenians throughout our region. Working with the community, we select outstanding Armenians to honor during our weekly board meetings throughout the month of April, which is now declared Armenian History Month. Culminating Armenian History Month, Supervisor Hilda Solis and I invite religious and community leaders to our board meeting to recognize a horrific chapter in history, the genocide of 1915. Commemorating and remembering the history of Armenia, as well as celebrating its resilient people, are extremely important to me, which is why I'm a proud supporter and contributor to the Armenian American Museum and Cultural Center in Glendale, which is in my district. We look forward to bringing this important project to completion, and we invite you to come when that happens. Lastly, I would like to express my great appreciation to the Honorable Consul General Armen Bebortian, who is based in Glendale, and with whom my team and I have forged an excellent working relationship, and who serves as an outstanding extension of your leadership. Honorable Prime Minister, thank you for your leadership, your vision, and for visiting Los Angeles County. May God bless you.
So, friends, let's please once again thank the elected leadership of federal, state, and local government for being here to welcome Prime Minister Pashinyan, to pay respect to the Armenian community of Los Angeles, and to honor the Velvet Revolution. Thank you all very much. Brothers and sisters, yesterday was Armenian Independence Day. And all of us celebrate that day in 1991 when at long last a free and independent Republic of Armenia was born. But we also know that independence and freedom and democracy cannot be achieved on a single day. They are an ongoing struggle that all of us must commit to continue to fight for always. The Velvet Revolution, led by His Excellency Nikol Phashinyan, was one of the brightest, most optimistic, most exciting moments in that long struggle. And it not only transformed Armenia, it inspired everyone in the world who strives for democratic governance. For thousands of years, the Armenian nation has enlightened the world. And this ancient nation has had many great and famous leaders over the centuries. But our nation's survival over that time has depended on millions of ordinary Armenians whose names will never be recorded in history, but who have passed to each succeeding generation a national identity and commitment, a profound faith, a culture that has enriched the world since before the Egyptians built their first pyramid. Nikol Phashinyan understood that the power of the Armenian nation has always been in those unsung heroes throughout our past, and it is in the unsung heroes of our nation today. The power of the nation is in the people of every village that Nikol Phashinyan walked through. It is in our brothers and sisters in Yerevan and in Shushi and in Beirut and in Tehran. And today, it is right here in Grand Park in the Armenian people of California. And we have the responsibility to ensure the ongoing success of the free and independent and democratic Republic of Armenia. So please, join me in welcoming to Los Angeles the leader of that republic and the leader of that movement, the Prime Minister.